Hi everyone, it's Ashley, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. So I am here today to share with you what I have been warming and a combo of what I've also been burning. So I asked you guys recently if you wanted me to start incorporating my candle project pan in with these videos and kind of not just have the monthly project candle videos. So that is what I'm going to do. This is the first one I've officially done. So I'm excited to try out how this goes. But I am going to start with the wax we've been working on. This is pretty sad, I feel like, because I can hold it up with one hand, but this is only since the start of March, so I guess it hasn't been too many days, but I do know I've not been the best about changing my wax. So let's just get into it. Some of these are also Corey's. Now that he has the Simply Diamond warmer, he's been kind of jazzed about warming wax, which is great. So I told him, though, I need to keep the empties. Ideally, I was like, you should talk about them in what I've been warming. So maybe one day. Okay, so let's talk about some of the ones he used. Yikes. Okay, so he, of course, had to break out some all blacks. He used some of this, and he loves this scent. And naturally, he realized he loved it, after I could no longer get it. So hopefully, I think I found somebody. Hopefully we're gonna do a little trade to get an all blacks bar for Corey. But yes, I mean, he only uses one cube at a time, so it should last him a while, but he loves the scent. I personally don't love it. So that's obviously why I was like, oh, this is irrelevant. It doesn't matter to me. But then he was like, wait, I love that scent. Now I can no longer get it. So he worked on some all blacks, and then he also worked on some banana nut bread. He must have worked on 2 cubes. I don't know if he just put 2 cubes in his warmer, because I'm pretty sure this was a full clam. So this we had in our stash, and he was like, definitely let me use some of this. So he busted out some banana nut bread, and that always goes perfectly with the banana nut bread candles I have. And then in my office, I randomly, don't know why I chose this, but I did. I worked on some Jade and Jasmine. I only worked on a cube, and this was pretty strong in my office. And I actually like this scent. For the manly scents, this is the one I'm choosing. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like the lemon in it, but it's like lemon and a manly scent. It's not just straight up cologne. So I actually really like this one, but I told Corey he could use this one as well. So those are some of the ones we just worked on. And then finished up the strawberry lemon cake. I really like this one, you guys. This is the scent of the month out currently. This is totally strawberry pound cake. Like, totally. Oh, it's so good. I'm super glad I have more bars of this, but this one's probably going to go in my club, honestly. I finished up mango shortcake. Now that I have this one is like almost irrelevant to me. I don't think I have any more bars of this, and I'm totally fine with that. It's just too mango. It's too go-go mango, honestly. Like, the cake part of it is nice, but the go-go mango part of it, which is like half, is not my thing. Like, I would so much rather use the strawberry lemon cake. So I'm glad we ended up getting this one, because this was my, like, people were originally like, this is like strawberry pound cake, you guys. Now we have this one. Love it, love it. And then also worked on some mango wildflower. This is so floral. I had to turn the warmers off. I worked on this the night my mom came over, and I don't know that I would say she doesn't like florals. I would say she's definitely a vanilla and a spice person if I'm like making assumptions about her based on what she kind of orders from me and like will burn in her house and things like that, and growing up, etc. So I don't think she's against florals. But the night she came over, I was like, this is too strong. I had to turn one of the warmers off. She never commented, but I was like, yikes. I feel like it really smells in here. So turn the warmer off. And then I also worked on some Gimme Candy. This one I only worked on 4 cubes. This one I'm specifically testing because I'm like, do I need it in my club? Also, this clam is so stained. Doing this though in the open concept was amazing. I feel like it smells really butterscotchy in the clam right now, but doing it in my open concept is really, really nice. So I was like, oh, I'm torn. I feel like I should keep it, but part of me feels like, do I need it in my club? Like, that's the whole reason I'm testing it out. So I don't know. I really liked it when I was going. So we will see. Okay, that's all the wax we did. I know, like I said, kind of sad. I need to switch out some warmers here in the office. I moved some warmers in the open concept. Oh, I also worked on some birthday wishes. I guess I didn't bring that bar. But I worked on that. I have like a kitchen. I have a warmer in my kitchen that's kind of like a morning warmer. I like just use it in the mornings because I like to do my coffee scents there, my more bakery scents there. So I did some birthday wishes and I love birthday wishes. I only did 2 cubes in there. So that one I take a little bit longer to go through bars in because I'm only doing a couple of cubes at a time and I only do it in the morning. So they go for quite a while. Okay, let's talk about the candles I've been working on because I definitely have some things I want to share with the candles. So first, let's start off with this single wick, which is Twisted Peppermint. Yes, this is a winter candle. Yes, I'm still working on it because honestly, I've really been enjoying this. So I don't think this has the notes on it. This was this weird phase where they like didn't put the notes on the single wicks. Maybe they still don't, but they used to. But this one, it's going okay, but the wick, I feel like you can't tell right here, dead on, maybe. But the wick is like incredibly off center. Can you tell more there? Like, why is it so out of the middle? And I honestly have it pushed more inward to like get this outside ring of wax. I wouldn't consider this tunneling personally because some of the sides are pulled out. So like, personally, I don't feel like this is tunneling. And honestly, I can live with this because I have a candle crock. And I have a candle crock for this reason because I know that I can just fix this candle with a candle crock and melt it. But I've really been enjoying this. In the mornings, I have a vanilla bean Noel wallflower plugged in the bathroom. I've been lighting this in the bathroom, and those two mixing has been incredible. It's like a peppermint vanilla. It's been amazing. So I've really been enjoying this one. Going to probably keep working on it until I decide to either crock it or yeah, probably until I decide, unless I'm like getting tired of it, then I'll just put it in the crock, or unless it like deads out or something beforehand, then I'll also put it in the crock. But I'm not entirely tired of this one yet, like my other winter candles I was tired of. So hopefully that's a good sign. A candle I did work on this week that I don't know that I would say I'm tired of it because I only did it one time, but I was so much not a fan. Okay, this is the, here it is. This is the Homeworks Raspberry Coconut Snowball. The notes are fresh raspberry, toasted coconut, angel food cake, and vanilla bean. And it has a super annoying lid that has like no buffer. The jar, the vessel itself is super pretty. I originally was like, wow, I'd love to keep this. And you know what? Since starting this video, have maybe considered, maybe I should put this in my crock and see what happens. Like, maybe I'll just give it a chance to put it in my crock and see what happens. I need to figure out if it will fit directly in my crock. It might be bigger than, it might fit. It's only a 3-wick. I'm gonna have to test it out. In worst case, I'll try the trick where I put this in my freezer and try to pop it out. But I feel like maybe I could just try it in the crock and see if it has any potential. Honestly though, part of me feels like I just don't want to try anymore with this one because I get a very dirty smell. And it has to be the raspberry. I have no other explanation of why this would smell dirty. And it's not like smoky dirty, like, oh, I've only burned it one time. It's not like the wax is getting discolored and there's wick droppings and it's starting to smell smoky. I've literally burned it one time and I did not enjoy the scent of it. But based on the notes, like, I love toasted coconut. How could you go wrong with angel food cake and vanilla bean? Like, the only other note is fresh raspberry. So I don't know. Part of me is like, do I just call it quits and like let somebody have this? Or because I have 2 other, I do like the color of this container because it's pink. It's like magenta. But I have a white and maybe like a copper-ish or something like that. It's not quite orange, but it's not quite like gold. I have those two, but I would like to keep the pink one. I don't know what I would use it for. I would maybe upgrade like my little pencil jar at my desk to be this. So that makes me feel like maybe I should try to pop the wax out and try it. But the lid, I'm definitely getting rid of the lid because that's annoying as heck. Okay. I also worked on some basil green tea. This is from 2021. The notes on this are fresh picked herbs, refreshing green tea, touch of lavender. This candle I kind of struggle with. It very clean burn, as you can see. The scent of it on cold, I don't get this. Like on cold, it's just a very, very fresh scent. When it's going, it can almost just be too overpowering, like in my open concept. I don't know if one of the notes is causing that, like the green tea, the herbs, the lavender. I don't know, maybe a combination of all of that. Not positive. But it's just so strong and in your nose when it's going. So I'll probably try it again. I honestly feel like I would like this one best if it was like open the window weather. But the temp right now currently is 28 degrees Fahrenheit. So we will not be opening any windows probably any day soon. But I feel like this one would be a nice, like, I can open the window and get some fresh air in and have this one going. But I also kind of want to just work on it and be done with it. So I'm trying to decide about this one. Like, what do I do with it? I don't really know. It's one of my older more spring type candles, so it's kind of on the docket, like I want to use it up. But I love this. I wonder if this one also would be good in the crock, because I love the scent of it on cold, but I feel like burning, it just smells different. So maybe that's a flame thing. Maybe I need to try it in the crock. Maybe I'll do that after the raspberry one. And then the last candle I have to talk about here is the spiced vanilla cupcake. This one has been burning very, very hot, which I feel like you can't entirely tell, which is good, I think. Sometimes when these candles burn really hot like that, they start to get discolored around like the edge here. This one isn't doing that quite yet. I've only done it a couple times, but I feel like even if I trim the wicks like not quite in half, but close, it still is like blazing and fully pulled out and like an inch pull in like an hour. It's crazy to me. Other candles I do, like this raspberry one I did, I mean, this home works, but I did this for multiple hours and you can tell like it didn't even quite do this edge over here. So I personally think this one it's definitely burning very hot. I like the scent of it. I do feel when it goes for a little bit too long, it almost just like the flame and the smell of it just mixes a little bit too much. It's not my favorite, so I put it out. But this is spiced vanilla frosting, fluffy angel food, cupcake, and cinnamon sugar. If you're looking for something similar to this that's out right now, I would say the cinnamon spiced vanilla is pretty close. It's not a dead-on dupe, but it's like pretty close. Yeah, so I really like this one. I will continue to work on it. So that's everything I have been melting and burning. I'm excited to pick out some new things out of my stash now to kind of refresh what I have going on here, pick out some new melts to refresh my melting basket. So let me know what you guys are working on down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.